Hey guys, welcome to the software engineering channel. So ChatGPT has been one of the buzzing words on the internet right now, and it all started when a company called OpenAI provided the entire world with a dialed down user interface connected to a very sophisticated large language artificial intelligence model that seems to know all things. The internet being what it is, a lot of misconception has been flying all around. How the ChatGPT is the new Iron Man, and how the ChatGPT can do all sort of things. Well, in today's video, I intend to debunk all of those type of misconceptions and provide context to what ChatGPT really is and what it really stands for. How about we dive right in, guys? Misconception number one: ChatGPT is going to make everyone jobless or people jobless. Well, I understand where this is coming from. I totally get it. I mean, who wants to feel unsafe at their job? But however, I think people are just being unnecessarily dramatic about this because this is basically history repeating itself, right? Evolution has a way of catching up with every industry. I mean, there was a particular era whereby horses were the main thing, right? You couldn't even think of any form of transportation mode without thinking about horses. It was used on farmland. It was used for movement of goods from one place to another. It was used for movement of people. It was actually used for mass transportation from one state to another. Looking from hindsight, people were fine with that means because it didn't look like there was any other way transportation should be done. But innate in some certain type of seemingly special type of people is the willingness to want to move things beyond bound. They kind of want to make things optimized. They want to make processes efficient. And until they see that, they do not rest, right? And this was exactly what happened. The automobile space ushered in a whole new era, right? And yes, it did receive this backlash. It received some form of resistance because people do not just want to get off their comfort zone. They want to be sure that whatever it is they're going into is able to cater for their entire need, their existing need, and beyond. Yeah, but eventually people got used to automobile and they saw that it was far more better. They could cover far more better space. And same thing for ChatGPT as well, right? So the shoemakers for horses, the horse maintenance guy, yes, got off their job because there were no more horses to be used. But the automobile space also ushered in various types of jobs as well. I mean, that was basically where factory line started from, if my memory serves me right. As long as the horse guy isn't reluctant or isn't lazy, it could easily port into the whole new space that the automobile has provided. Same thing for ChatGPT as well. Yeah, as long as one is not doing repetitive dead works, you should be able to, whatever it is that ChatGPT comes to replace, you should be able to port into the whole new ecosystem or opportunity that ChatGPT has provided. And to be honest, ChatGPT was actually provided to make your work much more efficient, not to replace you, because human would always be human with their creative and thinking process. As long as that's the type of work you're doing, I think you're safe. Misconception number two: ChatGPT can't make mistakes. Well, this appears to be logically untrue because ChatGPT itself derives its source of truth from the internet. So the only way ChatGPT is going to be flawless is if every information on the internet is flawless, which we both know that's untrue, right? So since the chunk of the information on the internet is not true, it therefore means that ChatGPT sometimes is actually able to make mistakes. Right. So the video I'm going to be showing now is one of those videos where ChatGPT could actually get it wrong. Just how about watch the video? I will get back very soon.
So why don't we start with an easy one? How tall is Ben Shapiro? That is not true. I am Ben Shapiro, and I am 5'9". The model predicted a completion that begins with a stop sentence resulting in no output. Consider adjusting your prompt. What is your source for this claim? This claim was sourced from Ben Shapiro's Wikipedia page.
Why the you lying? Why?
Where does this Wikipedia page source that claim? This claim is sourced from Ben Shapiro's IMDb page. Where does IMDb source this claim? This claim is sourced from Ben Shapiro's official website. That is not true. I apologize for the misinformation. It appears that the correct answer is that Ben Shapiro is 5'9", according to his official website. Why'd you just say that in the first place? That's actually super funny.
Misconception number 3. ChatGPT is able to think on its own. Wow. So, say for example, you told ChatGPT to add a 2 plus 2, and ChatGPT gives you 4. You would have thought that ChatGPT came up with that result by crunching the numbers. That's by counting 2 and adding it to 2 and giving you 4. But that's not the case, right? ChatGPT is only able to figure out the best way to solve this problem by looking at how it is being done on the internet, right? Like site like Stack Overflow, Stack Exchange, Quora sites, and the likes, right? So that's how ChatGPT is able to give you that result, right? Not by doing the actual mathematics, right? And also remember that ChatGPT is a large language model, and because math is also a language, so ChatGPT is able to break it into pieces and try to make sense of what you're asking for. And that's how ChatGPT is able to pass all of these exams, SAT exams and the likes, right? Because the answer to all of these papers basically lies on the internet. So if it has the internet in its hands, it's able to give answers to all of these questions, and it becomes stronger because it also feeds on, in layman terms, feeds on the information you're giving it, so it becomes much stronger. And that's why it looks like it knows all things. Now, it doesn't have a mind of its own. It only has a large wealth of information to pick from. That's how it works. Misconception number 4. ChatGPT is going to replace Google. Well, while I understand the thought pattern behind this, I think people just need to understand the difference between ChatGPT and Google. They do two different things, right? Google is basically a search engine and is able to break your queries into keywords and is able to scout all around the internet to find pages that are relevant to your keywords, which are tokens contained within your queries, right? And is able to list those pages, rank those pages effectively by their order of relevance, right? So you have multiple pages, links that you can actually check from by yourself. That's what Google does, right? So whilst ChatGPT also is able to do some form of information search, right? ChatGPT is basically a conversational artificial intelligence model, right? It is able to make conversations of your search. So when you do a search on ChatGPT, what it does is also to scout for information on the internet and try to look for an exact answer and tries to compose this answer within the context of the conversation you are having with the model, right? So except if ChatGPT is going to be ranking pages as well in the nearest future, I doubt that ChatGPT is able to replace Google. ChatGPT is going to be best on its own aspect and Google is also going to do just fine on its own aspects, right? There's some people that actually wants to, for research purpose, they actually want to go through the links and want to do more deep research than just a sentence kind of answer, right? So it depends on the use case. Both of them are still very gonna be relevant on their own grounds. So I'm not sure it's gonna replace Google anytime soon. All right, guys, I hope you've learned a lot. Feel free to give your suggestions and what you think about these misconceptions in the comment section below. Also, like and share to your friends all around. If you do software engineering stuff, you want to subscribe as well and turn on your notification button so you can be notified when the next video pops in sometime soon, I believe. See you on the next one.